For those of you that may not know, I've spent the last 2 summer seasons living, working, and playing in Badlands National Park. Living this way isn't as glorious as Instagram may make you think. But the memories I've created here will last a lifetime, and that makes seasonal nomadic life very much worth it to me. As my time here in the Badlands draws to a close, I was lucky enough to spend a couple of days with some friends in 2 national parks in 2 days. I didn't do a lot of filming, but I'm going to try to throw something together for you here.
How far have we hiked? Gosh. We're about 300 feet down trail.
Say 500.
And as per usual, bison. Stinking, filthy bison.
Right at the trail.
He's running that way.
Okay, so that is literally the first time I've ever had to run. And Mike had a real good head start on my ass. Oh, I don't know if I got any of that on film, but we found another one when we're trying to avoid the other ones. And he started running right at us. Son of a bitch. So we have bison everywhere.
Now, if I may interject here, we are not trying to be Tourons. This part of the trail had an extraordinary amount of bison rambling around everywhere. And here we are going off trail, getting spikes through our pants, doing everything we can to keep our distance. But the fact of the matter is, in a lot of these areas, there's a lot of open spaces and not many places to hide.
So rarely do Mikey and I have boring hikes. This might be the most eventful quarter mile of my life. Ouch.
But seeing all these bison on this trip is really fitting because it's been the theme of our summer, along with our next guest, Prairie Dogs. Not only are they cute, but they're very common in western South Dakota, and they have one of the most complex languages in the animal kingdom. The more you know. This little fella's just chilling in the shade.
We're gonna get you.
Do not feed wild prairie dogs. They were just as curious about us as we were them, though. This is a bison wallow, where they roll around to keep cool, clean, and fend off insects. This is a part where we stay quiet and just enjoy nature. A quick Cave River lunch. And with a full belly and all jacked up on caffeine, Mike finally hiked at my pace.
See him?
Yes, I see him.
We camped on this ridge, one of my favorite sites to revisit, and the reason for it is you can see valleys on either side of the ridge we're camping on. We were hoping to hear elk bugle that night, and spoiler alert, we didn't. But guess what we did see?
A massive boy. Hoping you were slow.
Fair.
These things have weird looking dicks.
Yeah, they're all sheathed up.
Well, I mean, when it's out.
A couple of these mammoth boys even climbed a mountain. And nature being nature, we found a graveyard as well. A meatball sandwich with Heresford Rip and Ready meatballs? Don't mind if I do. Oh, there he is right there. But before we head back to the Badlands to meet up with some friends, guess what we ran across on trail? It's called the Bison Bonanza. On this one, I have to take accountability. We didn't have any problems, but it was pretty dumb to walk right by him this closely. To the left, we could have gone up into the trees, well out of our way, and to the right, we would have gotten wet feet. So laziness kind of prevailed on this one. But the advice is always to stay at least 50 yards away from big boys like this. Now off to the Badlands. That's one oddly decorated Subaru. Ladies and gentlemen, world famous Leave No Trace ambassadors and internet superstars Rob Pelton and Janelle. But here's the sad part. You don't get much out of this part of the video because we spent a lot of time catching up, talking about our futures, hopes and dreams and such. But the good news is, Rob's going to put out a little video about this, so watch for that on his YouTube channel, Rob Pelton. But here's a little tidbit of how we spent our time. We caught up, we watched the sunset, and then we played around on our fancy phone/cameras to see what kind of shots we could get of the night sky, including some experimental goofballiness that Rob came up with. Morning came, and like always, our time felt too short. As sun sets in the Badlands, and on my season here, I'll reflect back fondly on the beautiful times had in nature with the people that I love and care about most. What a beautiful world we live in. Rather than goodbye, it's see you later, friends. We'll see you later, Badlands. And we'll see you all on the next adventure. Oh yeah, and where am I going this winter? Well, I'm excited and scared to death to say, I'm going to Texas to work at Big Bend National Park. See you soon.